All right, Maribel, thank you. And now to a big day in the Trump presidency. President Trump is putting the pressure on members of his own party ahead of today's critical vote on health care. Lawmakers will vote on a motion to proceed with consideration of the House's version of a health care bill to repeal and replace Obamacare. With Republicans needing almost all of their members to vote yes, Senator John McCain announced he's returning to Capitol Hill today. CBS 4's Hena has the latest.
Less than a week after being diagnosed with brain cancer, Senator John McCain will be back in Washington today to vote on health care.
Any senator who votes against starting debate is telling America that you are fine with the Obamacare nightmare.
Senators will vote to start debate on the Republican health care bill passed in the House to repeal and replace the Affordable Care Act. If the vote is successful, senators can then start proposing amendments to craft the legislation into one that can potentially win enough votes to pass. But there are those on both sides of the aisle who say starting with the House bill is a non-starter.
I want it to be a clean repeal, but this bill doesn't do it. Theirs is an enormous insurance bailout, and I'm not for that.
The health care debate will not proceed if more than 2 Republicans decide to vote against it. At least a dozen have come out publicly as undecided or no's. 0 Democrats are expected to vote in favor of it.
That legislation being proposed is the cruelest, most destructive, and irresponsible piece of legislation ever brought to the United States Senate.
The only way we'll have an opportunity to consider ideas is if senators are allowed to offer and debate them.
The nonpartisan Congressional Budget Office has said various versions of the legislation would mean more than 20 million Americans would become uninsured by 2026. Hena, CBS News.